Hey guys, Josh with Dip Channel. Today what we're going to be doing is driving out to Hayden, Idaho, which is actually close to where I used to work at Western States, but obviously don't work there anymore. And look at a truck that is recently been rebuilt, partially by me, partially by another mechanic called Dan out of Tri-Cities. Hello, Dan. And it's smoking just at startup. So what's going on with it? I don't know yet. I haven't looked at it yet. It got a full platinum rebuild though, so it has cat reman injectors, new head, new cam, new cylinder packs, bearings, all that stuff. Customer didn't really own the truck very long before rebuilding it, so don't have a lot of history on it. Other than that, not sure if this was really a problem before that, but with everything being new, probably shouldn't be a problem. It is a 5EK, which could be a problem. I asked our companion monkey man here. And 5EKs, well, not all of them. Some of them have a problem with when they cold start, smoking heavily, miss, that type of stuff. Not all of them. I've actually worked on at least one with that problem, and there's no known fix, at least not that I know of. And there are several of them out there like that. Not saying that's the problem here. It could be something else like bad injector, who knows. But we're going to go look at it, and hope you guys enjoy finding out what's going on with it with me. So this is it. Now, if you guys are in North Idaho and you want some trash taken care of, you might want to contact Jared over at JTC Hauling. By the way, this is his truck. Beautiful truck. Peterbilt, as you can see, 5EK. And yeah, it was recently rebuilt, mostly by me. I say mostly because I did most of the internal work. Not all of it. Dan at Tri-Cities out of Washington did some also. But as you can see, it's pretty much been all redone. All new hoses pretty much. I mean, this truck, it's got all new brakes. A lot of work been done to it. Fuel lines, everything. The kit. Jacob at Big Iron Fabrication did the hook kit for this. Looks pretty cool. And yeah, really nice truck. And what's going on with it? Well, it's smoking at startup, but then it runs great. Supposedly. It doesn't have a lot of miles on it. I think he said he's only got maybe a couple hundred miles since it was done. It's mostly been sitting. So, not sure what's going on with it. But let's take a look. I don't see anything weird. I don't see any oil leaks or drips. That's good to start. So before we started here, just looking at everything. Yeah, 39-degree coolant temp and intake air temp. So those are reading accurately. Barometric pressure is showing 15, which is high. It should be at 14, but not the end of the world. Let's start it up. So yeah, smoking really bad there, and it's not super cold. I mean, 39 degrees is not super cold. So I'm going to do a cutout test here. I'm not going to show you doing all of them, but I did all 6, and it didn't change. It was still smoked the same regardless of which cylinder I cut out, which kind of tells you it's not a single cylinder problem, it's a system problem. But let me check that barometric pressure sensor.
I disconnected the atmospheric pressure sensor here. Check for our curve for voltage line. It didn't though. No active codes. Our atmospheric pressure went to 17. Now watch this. Plug it back in. Okay, well, 10 now. That's okay. Went to 15, which is still wrong. Well, let's see how it runs now.
So the customer actually had to use the truck this morning, so I only had about an hour to look at it. But yeah, looking at it's not really finding anything that would be causing it. Check fuel pressure, all that stuff looked good, so not sure. He wanted me to come back in about a week, so that's what I did. And this was, as you can see, about a week later. And this was April here, even though we're in July now. And using this infrared camera that I got to check out and just see if anything's weird. You can see it's running now. It's not really smoking right now, and that's a problem. At first the truck would only smoke at startup when cold, and then it kind of developed that it would smoke randomly. Sometimes it would smoke at startup when cold, sometimes not. Sometimes it would smoke when under a load. It would not smoke for a while, and he would go in reverse, back up, and then it would start smoking all of a sudden. No codes. Some things that the customer tried. He checked all the fuel lines himself. He was looking over because he's just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. He put a fuel pressure restriction gauge on it. That was reading okay. He changed the barometric pressure sensor. He ended up changing the fuel water separator. He said that helped for like a day, and then it just stopped helping. It started smoking again, so it didn't seem to do anything. And yeah, I'm just using the infrared camera here to see if I can see anything. I did end up putting a timing file in it. You can transfer timing files between engines, and I put a different 5EK timing file, just thinking like maybe that'll help. I did another cutout test on it. Thought maybe it seemed electrical since we didn't have any codes for it and nothing that I could see, and it would run normal most of the time. I thought maybe we need to source a test ECM. So we're out here again today, and we tried to test ECM. This is not it, but no difference. Still smoking. So check fuel pressure again. Still good. And remember John Goldsmith telling me that on a lot of the E-models, he reverses the fuel lines. Now, I remember the customer telling me that the only time it ever changed anything was when he changed the fuel water separator. Also, not a cat, but whatever. So on the E-models, they get fuel in the back of the head. It goes to the front, and then it comes back and goes to the tank. On C15s, it generally goes to the front of the head, works its way back, and then comes out of the back of the head, and then goes back to the tank. So what I did is I swapped these two. So now this is going to the front of the head, and this one's coming off the back of the head, and running it twice, no smoke. So that could be good, but we're going to go test drive it and see. So yeah, I figured maybe the fuel system might be related. And as you can see, it's a pretty cool rainy day here. Went on a test drive, no smoke. Went to the way out, away from the shop, and way back to the shop with the truck and no smoke, and thought, oh, maybe that was it. But customer called the next day and said it was smoking again. Now, he had said that he had read on a forum that we could try putting a timing, not just putting a timing file, but actually what I call manually timing, or giving it a timing calibration, which is a pain in the butt. So what you have to do is you have to time the engine, put it at TDC, and then you have to stop it there and pull this plug out. There's a plug on the block. I'll try to show you. It's not in the most easy to see location, but it's right around the throw on number 1 here. I guess number 2, but right there. Just looks like a bolt, but it's not. It's a plug with an O-ring. And you pull that out, and then you back the engine up 60 degrees before top dead center there. And you have to get a kit. It's a timing probe kit. It has a plug and a sensor, what they call a transducer. And I had my bore scope in there so you could actually see the crank throw, because you can damage the calibration tool very easily, and they're like $200 each. So plug that guy into, there should be a blank plug on the harness, and then you plug it into the probe, which you'll see here. Luckily this is pretty clean. So basically I'll go into what touches that crank through, and then I'll back it out about 25 thousandths, so about a business card. I always err on the side of backing it out farther, because if you don't, it can contact that, and then you're out a couple $100. So it has to be up to full operating temperature before you can do this test. Now, it was cold when I installed it, but we're just getting it warm. and we're just seeing if it smokes or not. Now, it hadn't been smoking this day, which is another problem with troubleshooting this truck. You've already been out here 4 or 5 times. It would smoke occasionally, and sometimes it would smoke or it wouldn't, and you're trying to troubleshoot it, and that really is not easy. But you can kind of see, even though it's a white roof here, or white ceiling, it's smoking. And what we're doing is getting it up to operating temperature so we can do the timing calibration. Now, I'd never heard this before, that you should just randomly do a timing calibration. I've never just randomly done one. Apparently, some of the forum places say, no, you need to do it every time you do an in-frame. I've never done one after an in-frame, and I've never had a problem, but, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know everything, folks, So yeah, you can see we're up to 180 degrees. So this is how you do it after everything's installed. You go to timing calibration. You'll get this very detailed screen that has like 1 sentence on it. And if it's up to operating temperature, you just push the button. And you push it again. That's it. If the probe was too far away, it would actually say unsuccessful, and you'd have to reset it. But yeah, this is after. Notice no smoke. Now, of course, I didn't think anything fixed it because it would smoke randomly anyways. Sometimes it wouldn't smoke. You'd shut it off, and it would stop smoking, or you would turn it on, and it would start smoking. So at this point, I didn't think there was a problem. But actually, looking back, customer was like, okay, cool, did that do it? I was like, I don't know. You won't know until you run it. But he called the next day and said, no smoke. So believe it or not, it was actually just a timing file. Now, there was no codes for bad timing file or anything. And these only have one single timing sensor. So if you have a 34.6E with a single timing sensor, and it has any problems with weird running, smoking, anything like that, I'm wondering, even back on that one I showed you the video in the beginning of the video where it was smoking badly, if that was the problem with that one. Not throwing a code, but maybe give it a timing file, because that is what fixed this one. And yeah, it was a headache. I was out there several times, pulling my hair out, test DCMs, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was just a timing file. Wish I would have known that in the beginning, but of course, hindsight's 20/20. You never know what you're going to find. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.